Welcome back to LXGUIDE. Today I'm going to tell you guys how do you know which side is bank 1 or bank number 2 on an engine. The main reason why you want to know which side is bank 1 or bank 2, for example, let's just say you want to replace the oxygen sensor or you want to replace a NOx sensor. So it's very important to know which side is bank 1 and bank number 2. So let's start with a V6 engine or a V8 engine, a typical V engine, for example, for a Ford or for a Chevy. So if you have bank 1, normally bank 1 is going to be on cylinder number 1 side, and bank number 2 normally is going to be on cylinder number 2 side. For example, let's just say you want to replace the oxygen sensor. Let's just say you're getting code for bank 1, sensor number 2. So the oxygen sensor is going to be on cylinder number 1 side, and since it's going to be sensor number 2, it's going to be the downstream oxygen sensor. If it says bank 1, sensor 2, that's the downstream oxygen sensor. If it says bank 1, sensor 1, that's going to be on bank number 1. The oxygen sensor on the upstream, which is right before the catalytic converter. And again, if it's the second sensor, it's going to be after the catalytic converter. But what if you have an inline engine, for example, there's only 4 cylinder for like a typical Honda Civic. So then you're only going to have bank number 1. There is going to be no bank number 2. So if you're getting bank 1, sensor number 2, again for an oxygen sensor code, well, that's going to be the oxygen sensor is going to be the downstream after the catalytic converter. So again, there is no bank 2. It's just going to be bank number 1 for a typical 4-cylinder inline engine. What if you have a 6-cylinder inline engine, for example, for a BMW? Well, cylinder number 1, 2, and 3 is going to be bank number 1, and cylinder 4, 5, 6 is going to be bank number 2. So that's going to be very common for a typical BMW inline 6 engine. I hope you found this video useful. As always, thank you for watching and subscribe to LXGUIDE.